Hey babes, long time no see. I'm going to cut to the chase on this one. Like the title suggests, I'm not really trying to make this a big video here. I'm not trying to say I'm sorry for being gone and not uploading much, because if I'm being honest, I'm not. I got into YouTube content creation as Tatiana about 3.5 years ago now. And a lot has changed since then. For instance, I'm trans. I started YouTube in this dress as a cross-dresser and nothing more. From then on, it's been like quite a slow journey of discovery just for me, and taking small steps each time. I've started taking it more seriously for myself since about February. I don't talk about it much, like not really online too much either, and not in public a lot. I like to keep a lot of that stuff to myself because it's personal to me, and I don't feel like I need to involve too many people in that. Now let me address the slight elephant in the room. Yes, this is technically a face reveal. I've done a pretty good job of keeping my real life separate from my online life now for a long time, and if I had continued with YouTube the way I was about 2 years ago and I continued growing, that would have been probably harder for me. But since I kind of stopped growing, it was more purely up to my choice. Now, I said several times that I was wearing a mask and even sunglasses earlier on because I didn't know how to do makeup, and that definitely was true for the most part. After I'd learned how to do makeup, it dawned on me that it really was just my choice now. Like, I figured out how to do general makeup, some time ago now, so it was purely up to me, and it was just because I was keeping this part of my life separate. The truth is, I'm not a content creator anymore. 3 years ago, sure, I was just coming out of college, and making videos was a passion for me, and it was also a distraction from the work I didn't want to be doing at the time in my education, and I had that desire to create a video a week, or even more a week sometimes. I'm not a content creator in all senses, even things like my OnlyFans. I struggle to be motivated to create things on that, despite the fact that it is something I actually genuinely do enjoy. This isn't something I did as a just that thing you do when you're a content creator, or I felt like I needed to, or I actually needed the money. I didn't. I just did it because it made me feel pretty good about myself, and it still does. But even that isn't enough to get me to create stuff for it. For me, making content on YouTube gives me something to watch back and enjoy and be proud of, and that isn't gone. I still do feel proud when I do stuff like that. But the motivation, or even the desire to work to that point, is pretty much gone for me. Truth is, if you asked me what I wanted to do with my career about 4 years ago, I would have said something to do with YouTube. Don't get me wrong, it's still like an alluring concept, but I have another career, one that I've been working on separately, and that draws most of my attention, and it was beginning to eat me up inside that I couldn't, because I'd kept my life separate, I couldn't share that with anyone online, despite the fact I built up an audience who were at least partially interested in my life. As many of you know, I am a bartender by trade. I'm not just a uni student that gets hired to a cheap bar and can just about make a jug of woo-woo for the over 40s hen do. I actually do have an interest in bartending, and I have an interest in drinks making. I'm interested in its history and also the future of the industry itself. So when I was headhunted for a bar manager position for a completely new venue, where I got full control over the menu, a salary, the promise of advancing my career even further as the company grew, while I was only 22 years old, I was very, very excited. I want to be able to share the cute posts my work makes about me. I want to be able to talk about the drinks that I make, or the menus. The truth is, it's something, I do apologise for looking down, I've scripted all of this. None of my videos are improv. The truth is, it's something I've been denying myself for quite a while now. YouTube is not my job, and it never will be. I don't have the willpower in order to make it my job. And honestly, kudos to anyone that is willing to do that. It isn't as simple as just making stuff. Despite the fact I do enjoy doing it, that isn't enough. So well done if you are actually able to do this. I mean, don't take me wrong, I was definitely underappreciated. My jokes were A tier, if we're comparing just the people that used to read out posts from Reddit. But my real job and career, which I've put so much more effort into, and I care about so much more, is bartending. So that's the side of me I want to actually show people. I'm not going to actually talk about the venue I work for in this video because it still feels kind of weird to promote a venue on a personal YouTube video, especially when I have such an array of people that watch my videos and it's international. The fact that I work at a particular venue is not particularly interesting to anyone, unless you live in that specific local area. But just to mention it like a little bit, it is an LGBTQ venue. It's not just a gay bar, it's like a restaurant and hangout space. It's being pushed to be a more like relaxed venue and attract people kind of all ages, and for people that just want somewhere to feel safe in, which is such a nice mission. And I know with a lot of my core audience that's going to be something that's particularly interesting, and for me it's super exciting to be a part of that, especially so early on, especially for someone like me who has never particularly been hugely involved with the LGBT community at all. I've kept very much to myself, and deciding to transition myself was purely my choice, and I had very little contact outside of me and a very small group of people, so it's interesting for me to be able to explore that community myself that I want to try and be a part of more. I think I want to try using Twitch a lot more. Twitch is good for me as I don't have to plan anything. I can stream without a schedule, so I can just do it when I feel like it. And when I'm off from work, which can be quite hectic when you work in hospitality, you never quite know what days you're going to be working and what days you're not. So if you want to keep up with me, just follow me on there. Again, no promises with any other type of content. I'm not really sure what I want to do. Like the video says, I'm not a content creator, but we'll see. I don't hate making content, and even doing this is making me feel quite good. I love just writing a script, recording it, doing stuff like that. But I cannot make promises anymore that I will make content, because it's just not something that I think about when I come home from work. I don't think to myself, I'd love to make a video. I don't want to draw this out much longer. Thank you though for listening. If you want to keep up with me, please follow like my Instagram and maybe my other socials. Hopefully I am able to stream and we can keep up there. I've got a great new setup, to be honest. Oh shit, I moved house as well. This is a completely new place. I don't know if you noticed. I now live on my own. That's an update as well. Also, lighting. Alexa. No, Alexa's not listening to me. It's fine, don't worry about it. That was meant to happen. But I can change the lights. Look at this. Look, I can change it to blue. Whoa! Hang on a minute, I can change my bed lights. My battery's about to run out of my camera, that's why I'm speeding this up. Look, I can change to yellow. Why would I want to do that? I don't know. But, you know, you get the idea. So anyway, yeah. Thank you for watching me for all these years, especially if you've stuck around that long. It's been a nice time, and, you know, I don't want it to seem like, oh, I'm done making content on YouTube. There might be something I want to do someday. But I am tired of promising things that I'm just never going to deliver. I have a life outside of YouTube, and it's probably going to be taking priority. But yeah, I hope you keep up with me, and yeah, see ya. Bye.